Oh. Narayana-samārambhāṁ Shankarācārya-madhyamāṁ Asmadācārya-paryantām Vande Guru-paraṁparāṁ Shruti-smriti-purāṇānaṁ Karuṇālayam Namāmi Bhagavatpādam Shankaram Lokashankaram Vyāsāya Vishnurūpāya Vyāsarupaaya Vishnave Namo vai Brahma Nidhaye Vasishthaya Namo Namaha Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Chanūramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. So we started with the 16th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, which is called Daivasurasampat Vibhaga Yoga. Obviously, it's about the Daivi qualities, that is the divine nature, and Asuri qualities, demonic nature. Anta. Asuri is actually not a Rakshasa. I just came to know that there are differences in terms like Asura, Pishacha, and Rakshasa. Asura means one who is reveling in the senses, basically. He is not Amarchita Katha type of, with canines and nails and all that. He is not like that. Asuri means the one, Asusu Ramante. Asu means senses. The one who revels in the senses is called an Asura Anta. So we have to decide whether I'm Daivi or Asuri Anta. All of us have, we revel in the sense pleasures. To what degree we do, that defines a Rakshasa. So somewhere in the middle is Pishachi. So some in our times when we were small, our parents would call us Pishachi. So the Pishachi is one who is very, very galate madadu. Hata. ನಂಗೆ ಇದೇ ಬೇಕು ಅದು ಅದೇ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹಠ ಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ಪಿಶಾಚ ಅಂತ ಅಂತೆ. So this Asuri quality gone wrong is Pishacha, and Pishacha gone wrong is Rakshasa. Pishacha is just one who makes a lot of zid, galata. He is steadfast in his thing to want something. But this Rakshasa goes one step further. He will kill and loot and plunder and make it himself. So this is about Asuri qualities, means most of us. So we have to reduce our Asuri qualities and increase our divine qualities. So there was this beautiful shloka that we had started with, which we can all chant so that we can refresh. Yes. Abhayaṁ sattva-sanśhuddhir jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ dānaṁ damaśh yajñaśh svādhyāyas tapa ārjavam. So all of us can chant one by one. Suma?
Yes. Abhayaṁ sattva-sanśhuddhir jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ dānaṁ damaśh yajñaśh svādhyāyas tapa ārjavam.
Very nice. Then Jaishri?
Abhayaṁ sattva-sanśhuddhir jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ dānaṁ damaśh yajñaśh svādhyāyas tapa ārjavam.
Very good. You are mute, Jaishri Prasad. ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಬಿಡು. Shweta, are you able to chant?
Purnimaji, sorry, I'm driving. I'll be home in 5 minutes. I will.
No, not to worry, not to worry. Ramaji? Kamala?
Hello.
Rama.
Hello. ಅದೇ ಕೆಲವು ಸಲ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಏನೇನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಭಯಂ ಸತ್ವ ಸಂಶುದ್ಧಿರ್ ಜ್ಞಾನಯೋಗ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಿತಿಃ ದಾನಂ ದಮಶ್ಚ ಯಜ್ಞಶ್ಚ ಸ್ವಾಧ್ಯಾಯಸ್ತಪ ārjavam.
Correct, perfect. Yes, Kamala. Yeah.
abhayaṁ sattva-sanśhuddhir jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ dānaṁ damaśh yajñaśh svādhyāyas tapa ārjavam.
Very good. Shweta Vadiyar?
Can you just help me out?
Yeah. Abhayaṁ
Abhayaṁ
sattva-sanśhuddhir
sattva-sanśhuddhir
jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ
jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ
dānaṁ damaha cha yajñaśh
svādhyāyah
tapa
ārjavam.
So this is one of the 3 shlokas which describe the divine qualities. Abhayaṁ we discussed fearlessness. Sattva-sanśhuddhir we discussed as purity of the intellect, of the mind. Sattva, to be abiding in sattva all the time, is purity of the mind. Now we have to come to jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ. So Padmaja, I don't know if she is free. So jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ. Vyavasthitiḥ means, Shweta, you want to chant?
Yeah, sorry, I stopped, so I can chant now.
Yes.
So sorry. Yeah. Or I can wait till you finish the explanation.
Illappa, ನೀನು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡು.
Abhayaṁ sattva sanśhuddhir jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ dānaṁ damaśh dānaṁ damaśh yajñaśh svādhyāyas tapa ārjavam.
Yes. Step. So, jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ means complete being together, being integrated, complete abidance. Abidance in what? Andre, in jnana and yoga. See, the Kannada term vyavasthe also means putting everything together, isn't it? So, putting the jnana and yoga together is jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ. Yoga means effort. And the sadhana is also called, yoga is also referred to for sadhana. Determined effort is yoga. Jnana is, of course, what is jnana?
Knowledge.
Yes, what knowledge of what? Many jnanas are there. In this particular context, what is the knowledge referring to? Anyone? They
The
should
worldly existence?
worldly existence
Or
or
the-
huh?
Or the behavioral jnana of what?
No.
Spiritual jnana.
Yeah. Jnana of my true nature. What is my true nature? Satchidananda.
Satchidananda.
I am not a jiva, I am Ishvara. This is the jnana. So to firmly abide in this jnana of my true nature is jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ. In that journey, what is the sadhana you are doing? That is yoga. So always continuously to be in satsang. That's the simplest form you can say. To be always in satsang, to know my true nature is to be jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitah. So what's the methodology? We all know. Methodology to be abiding in this jnana yoga is Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Listen to the teachings, contemplate on the teachings, and abide in the teachings. Always be immersed in the teachings and manasnale melak hakota irodu. This is what is jñāna-yoga-vyavasthitiḥ. Yoga is to bring this knowledge into my life and in the seat of meditation. To always be aware of my true nature is yoga. Okay. All right. Next is dānaṁ. Dānaṁ, our Nirmala ji is not here. However, let's only explore. So dānaṁ obviously means to give, charity, selflessness. Anyone wants to pitch in about this dānaṁ business in your life?
Oneself.
Yes, Ramaji.
To detach oneself
Mm.
from the wealth
Mm.
that one possesses and share it with others who are poorer.
Correct.
Then we can say that control of the sense organs is the application of the same spirit of sacrifice in one's personal life. To give a complete license for indulgence to the sense organs is to waste unproductively the total human vitality.
Mm.
To economize in the expenditure of energy through the sense organs in the fields of sense objects is to discover an extra amount of untapped energy. This energy can be made use of as the motive power behind the mind and intellect that is set on a flight to the higher realms of meditation.
Very good. Thank you. So to part with whatever we have without reservation will make us a little more selfless. With each thing we give, we become a little more selfless. Simple. Nirmala, good morning. Hari Om. We are discussing dānaṁ, so you're at the right time.
I smell
Please
it.
do. Vidya Dana, please do for us.
I smelled it. Of all the dānams, Annadānam is the greatest. Because you know what happens? When you give dānam, the other man, receiving man would think, he could have given a better thing. No.
Correct.
If you give a sari, they say, why can't they give a pattu sari? If you give something like that, they will say, expect a higher quality.
Correct.
But food, you will say, enough. The stomach, you've got only one stomach. You can eat only so much. The rest, you have to say enough. So the Vidya, the Annadānam is supposed to be the best.
Okay.
And that's why they say Annadatha Sukhi Bhava. As soon as you finish eating, the stomach wishes you well.
True.
And so 3 people among gods: Indra, among Manushya, one person, and among Rakshasa, Virochana. All 3 of them went to Brahma to find out what is it? What is Atma exactly? So they first got the information that it is just, you have to dress up nicely and look at yourself in the mirror, beautifying and all that. And Virochana came back and he was satisfied. He said that is Atma. Very satisfied, very happy, and he stayed back. Manushya also not very intelligent, so he also stayed back. This Indra went back and said, no, this is not Atma. So again and again he went and he got his jnana. So when M.S. Subbalakshmi went to UN to sing for the thing, she went and told She went and told Paramacharya, I'm very, Paramacharya was her guru, and she said, I'm very scared to sing among foreigners and all.
Oh.
So Paramacharya said, I will write a song for you. Okay? And that is Maitrim Bhajata. I
Oh.
hope you have heard it. That
Yes.
was written by Paramacharya. And in that, they said, please leave competition, live happily among yourself. Last, Damyata Datta Dayatvam.
Yeah.
Damyata is control. In the Swargaloka, there is no control. There is plenty. Everything plenty. No control.
For the
In a human,
for the Devatas, that was the most important teaching, Damyata.
yes. And for Manushyas, they come with a closed fist. Nobody opens their hand and comes. See? See babies, they will have a closed fist. Manushya cannot give. He can only take.
Correct.
Selfish. Like that. So, for them, dānaṁ.
Dānaṁ.
And then for Rakshasa, it is the unkind, most Rakshasa way. They don't have daya in their heart. They don't have compassion. So for humans, it is dānaṁ.
Dānaṁ. Correct.
And of all the dānaṁ, very most difficult dānaṁ is Kanya dānaṁ.
I know.
Because with very great difficulty, the parents grow up that child to the extent that one hair also should not fall on that child.
Correct.
That careful they are, you grow up your child. And suddenly from nowhere, somebody comes and you give the girl away. And I don't like one thing in life. I don't know, you people have noticed. The husband treats his wife okay, not so great and all. But the father treats the girl so royally. When a girl child is born to that husband, he treats her very royally. But the same attitude he doesn't have to his wife.
Not
I'm
anymore.
very angry about it.
Anymore. Not anymore, I guess. Let all the youngsters pitch in. Generation gap.
No, now they are claiming their rights very well. And they are training their husbands also very well.
Oh no, the boys are also quite updated, no? I mean, they are also very sensitive.
No, not only sensitive. They say, of course, one thing is that, Purnima, it has become equal in workforce.
Everywhere.
They equally earn. So, if you don't give me that respect, hell with you. That financial independence we didn't have, no?
Yeah, we didn't have.
That is the thing. And dānaṁ, what else is there for dānaṁ?
Oh, there's plenty. Let us ask the others also to pitch in. If they have any ideas.
Yes, beautiful.
Anything you want. Thanks, Nirmala. So that the was the main thing. The dānaṁ is the most important teaching for the Manushyas. That much we have come to know. Anything else you want to tell about dānaṁ? Anyone? Any point? Why is it so hard to give?
Karna was known as Dhanashura Karna.
Yes.
He could donate anything, anywhere, and he used to say, the right hand which gives, the left hand should not know what the right hand gives. So just give whatever you want, and you find the right person, just donate and don't think about it. I did it. Kartatva Bharat Beda Ali. So, and give the other person what they want, not what you think. Okay.
Very beautiful.
Give the other person what they want.
Super.
Then it will be useful to them.
Correct. Very correct. So, dānaṁ also, there are 3 types. Yes.
Oh, 1 minute. So, this Karna, as Jayashree said, Karna gave dānaṁ. And he goes to heaven and he's getting all sorts of things. He's getting gold, he's getting silver. See, whatever you give, that's what you
Give to
get.
get back.
Yeah, that's what he gets back. He has never done annadanam.
Oh, yo, Papa. Correct. That story is there.
So he comes back again just to give annadanam.
See?
So that's why Anna, see, King Midas, he touched everything into gold. To the extent that he touched his daughter, she became gold. If he touched his food, it became gold. He couldn't eat anything.
True.
Eating is most important for us. So that's what they say. And in fact, something is related, man. This 15 days of Pitru, no?
Pitrupaksha.
Is also because of that Karna, it seems.
Oh.
Something connected. I read it somewhere, but I forgot.
Interesting. We'll have to, yes, Amma?
Find out.
Yeah, the
find out.
Yajna thing, right? Karna never gave offerings to his Pitrus. So when he went to heaven, he was sent back. Like, okay, I'll give you 15 days time. You go offer and come back.
Pingadana maadu anta.
Yeah, that's all.
So that was the story, Nirmala. Karna never did any Pitru puja, so he was sent back. That Pinda is also Annadanam only, no?
Yeah.
So something like that. Everything has a significance.
And another next one is, I forgot to tell about Mahabali. Mahabali is supposed to be the most greatest giver.
Yep.
And when Krishna came in the form of Vamana and asked for 3 steps, he felt humiliated. He said, what? Please take so much from me so that you don't want to go and ask anybody else for anything more. If you just take 3 steps, you'll go back again and beg for something to somebody else, he said. So, but then he took a Vishwarupam, and then in 2 steps he measured the whole world and the whole thing. And the third step he offered his head. Now, what is the significance?
What is it? Promise.
That he wanted to take off that ego of that Mahabali.
I'm the greatest Dani.
Yeah, that is also gone. That ego that I am giving. See, I am giving. I can give. I am the greatest giver. That is gone. So that attitude has to be taken out.
Yes.
And even when you give, you have to give humbly. Because you are not giving. God has given you, so you are giving. By yourself, what do you have? You are useless. See, the water from the corporation is coming. There is a pump I have. And that pump, I put restrictions. Oh, you cannot take, I cannot take, that person cannot take. The water is coming in a big flow. Like that, the water is, the materials are coming in a big flow from God. What we are doing is, we are putting a cap.
Correct.
Very nice. That you should not do. You have to be a part of the flow.
Correct. You're just instrument, you're passing it on. Yeah.
Yes. You are a trustee of the materials of this world. You're trustee of God. You're the managing trustee here. So don't superimpose all powers on yourself, please. Know your place and behave accordingly. And be a trustee.
Correct.
If you have wealth, distribute it. If you have food, distribute it. If you have something, distribute it. So all these dānaṁs were taught so that people know the value. Why did they, today is also Ekadasi. Why did they say that, you have to fast during Ekadasi? To know the value. If you are hungry, how difficult it is. When a poor man comes, you will know what is hunger,
You
and
develop,
then you will try to satisfy him.
and
That's
you
what is
develop that
important.
gratitude for everything that you have.
Yes.
Mm.
So one person, Pari, there was a king. He saw when he was going in the forest, he went for hunting. By the time he hunted,
Hello?
I think she froze.
She has frozen. Okay. So before she comes back, I wanted to just make this point. There are three kinds of, in all the points that we are discussing, three types: sattvic,
and
rajasic,
came back. The
and tamasic. So Karna's dana was sattvic or rajasic or tamasic. It all depends of how much ego is going into it and the attitude with which dana is being done. Okay. So let us start from the bottom. What is tamasic dana? Any idea, people? What is tamasic danam?
To clear our old stuffs and things.
Yeah.
Irmala,
We want
is
to do
on mute, so we are taking up the discussion. We are discussing what is tamasic dana. Kamla said it is to clear the stuff that I don't want. Just give it off, which is fine, not a problem. Yes, Shweta, you want to say something about?
No, I was just gonna say tamasic is something I've done with this thing. I don't need it. Let me just get rid of it, clean my space. Here, you take it. Like that.
Correct. That is tamasic dana, which is perfectly all right. You have to declutter. And in the process, if someone wants it, it's going to be useful. Why not? Let them take it.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
Isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And what is rajasic danam?
in tamasic danam, I have this. Whether it will be useful for the other or not, I don't see. I give it. I force it down his hand.
That is also there, like Nachiketa. Nachiketa's father. What did he give? Nachiketa's father as dānaṁ?
All the cows who have already finished giving milk.
They were not even milch cows, Papa. He gave that as dānaṁ in a mahayagna.
Rajasravas. Rajasravas is the biggest this thing. Vajapaya yajna it is called. That is why Vajpayee name comes from that only. And you are supposed to give away all your best positions.
Best positions badlu, he gave the worst.
And Nachiketa said, Daddy, why are you giving these cows? Let us give those cows which are fully milking cows. And he said, shut up. You don't interfere. Then he said, whom will you give it? Me to. And he was so angry with him. He said, I'll give you to Yama. And that's when he goes to Yamaloka.
So that is sattvic, tamasic, and rajasic is when you
name
give,
and fame. You give dana for name and fame.
Yes, and you expect something. Correct.
Okay.
You give with expectation. That is rajasic. And there is some, if I give today, tomorrow he will give me. You want some favor from the person who is receiving. Okay, that is rajasic. No? And then there is sattvic. You give just because you want to give. That is your nature. It becomes your nature.
Anupakarena. Without any expectation. And if you give, it should be with the humility, with kindness, with a lot of good intention.
And mostly with humility, the hand that gives has to be lower than the hand that receives. That is what Vivekananda has said. Because the person who is receiving is taking a load of, so much of me. Yeah. And in Taittiriya Upanishad, it says Shikshavalli is there. The instructions the Guru gives to the Shishyas. In that, a full beautiful passage on how to give dānaṁ. How to give. Shraddhaya deyam, give with lot of faith, humility, faith. Ashraddhaya adeyam, don't give with ashraddha. Tagond hoga kade anta. Okay, just take it. No. You have to, the giver should not flaunt his wealth, and you should not make the receiver feel small. So many things are there when you are giving dana. With great humility and gratitude you have to give. Okay. Ashraddhaya adeyam. Shriya adeyam. Shriya andre enappa? You feeling that abundance, you should have a feeling of abundance when you give. Shriya. Okay. One should not give, that's what, you should not feel superior and give. You have to give happily. Hriyadeva, Hriyade, H-R-I-Y-A, Hriyadeyam, that's also there. So what is this Hri? One should be, this English is very difficult. One should be ashamed of one's, I don't want anybody to, like Jayashree said, left hand should not note about the dana of the right hand. I should not be doing it out of any this thing. Even I should not acknowledge that I am giving, just give. Like that. Shriyadeyam, Hriyadeyam. Hriya means that modesty, or English, there is no word, Hriya. You be very small. You become very small when you give. And then Bhiyadeyam. Bhiya means you should be a little scared also. That wrong attitude should not come into me. I should not feel proud. I should not feel very... that's what it should be just a cutoff from me. Whatever I give, it should not... Bhiya means fear only. Give with fear. Also, what I'm giving, I hope it is not for a bad purpose. That is also there. Sometimes you don't know. We help out, some charities or NGOs, and we just hope that this is not going into the wrong hands. You pray that whatever dānaṁ is going is, being used for the welfare for Loka Kalyana. So give with fear. The giver should always be on guard against the attitude of incompatible giving. Of my own attitude, I should be fearful. And that receiver also, I hope that all goes well. That should be there. And then Upanishad says, Samvidādeyam. Samvidādeyam means the act of giving should be preceded with a strong resolution. What is that resolution? Loka Kalyana. And also that I'll give it now. I don't want to, never should I have an attitude of getting it back or taking it back. See, sometimes in a lot of, with an expansive mood, you give off something. Or when you're extremely sad, you want to part with everything. I don't want this, I don't want this. But then that's a very temporary state of mind. Again, you come back. I should have not have given that. I should have held on to that tanta. So, Samvidādeyam, when you give, you just give and cut off with it. So, these are all the injunctions that are given in the Taittiriya Upanishad. Okay. Anybody else wants to pitch in with this?
Purnima, Karna was supposed to be such a great Dani, no? Krishna was always so appreciative of him. Arjuna said, what is so great about giving? Even I can give. So then what Krishna did? Okay. He gave a big mountain of all the precious stones to Karna, another big mountain to Arjuna, and said, by tonight, everything should go away.
Clearly.
And they started distributing. And first, it was such a shining mountain that, Arjuna gave first 2, 3, then 5, then 10, then some 20. Like that, he is going on increasing. And slowly he starts giving. By the end of the day, he can give only half a mountain.
He was not Dharma, he was not giving out of,
No. And what happened? Krishna, he went and asked what happened. I was able to give only half. What happened to Karna? Was he able to give? Oh, the moment I gave in 10 minutes, he came out. What did he do? He made it into 4 pieces and gave it to 4 people and came out.
Finish. That's how one
And
should.
one time, Karna was taking oil bath in a silver cup. One beggar came. He gave away that silver cup. One time, one person came asking for sandalwood. Those days, they burn the body with sandalwood so that the khushbu is very nice. So, it was rainy season. So, he was not able to get any wood. You know what he did? He took out wood from his house roof and gave it off.
What a dani. Yet.
He could, when he went up, he got only wood, silver cup, gold, such things to eat.
Annam
So
he
he had to come down to give annadānaṁ to be able to get some annam wherever you go.
See, this annadānaṁ, every person on earth can make. The poorest of the poor also, something they will have little, they can give. Annadānaṁ is easy to give also.
Another very beautiful incident in Padmacharya's this thing. One rich man came and said, Swami, I fed 1,000 people and they were very happy. He came and told and then gave some gold coin and all. One old lady was standing there, very sad. Swami, he is so lucky he is able to feed 1,000 people. Look at me. I can't even take care of myself. Where I will take care of others and all? She was crying. So Paramacharya said, you want to give 100 people, 1,000 people? Sure, I'll tell you a way. Please go and do it. She said, Swami, I can do it myself. Yes, I can do it. She said, yes. Just take 1 sack of rice and spread it on the floor. So many ants will be fed. Thousands of ants will come and take it.
Correct. Beautiful.
And next time when the rich man came, she said, oh, she has fed 1 lakh people.
Correct. So that is why in our culture also, in earlier times when I was a child, we used to put some rice or something in outside the house so that the stray.
No, a rangoli we make. No, nowadays people are making with different things. In the olden days, it was always a rice powder.
Rice flour.
Rice flour, which was eaten by all the ants.
All the ants and true.
Nowadays, they are using color, they are using broken marbles and all. No, that was not the thing. It was a rice powder.
Idea. But now we don't even have ants, so it's okay. We don't have all of them.
There are ants.
There are
ants.
They don't.
But we have, sort of kept.
We have fortified. We have.
Yeah. We have seen to it that we come and live in their land and take away their land.
Yeah. All that we have done.
This Apache Indians were there, no? So the Americans came. They wanted to rub off these places of the Apache Indians. You know what they did? They gave infected woolen clothing to them.
So horrible.
As dānaṁ. And they very happily took it because it is very cold. But then they all died very soon because they were all infected woolen clothing. That's how they killed many races.
No, I wanted to say in Indian culture, this dānaṁ is built into our festivals also. It's all built in. So there are dasha dānams which have been 10 items of charity which have been listed. Apart from annadānam, of course, which everyone can do annadānam, dasha dānams are there. The most shreshta danas to give, one is cow. Cow dana. Go dana is very, very. at least you donate to a goshala, it is very, very good. Because the cow is the most sattvic animal and it has to be protected. And then land. Oh, baba, very difficult. Land dānaṁ. And then, this is very popular, sesame, yellow. Yellow dānaṁ we give. It removes sins. And then gold also. Gold dānaṁ also you can give. That also removes sins. Ghee. Ghee dānaṁ pleases the devatas, it is said. Ghee dānaṁ. And then clothes. You can give clothes. See, that's why in our festivals, marriages, any celebrations, we give clothes. It's an exchange, of course, but still that giving has become a habit. Then food grains. Bhagina we give. During a Gauri festival or anything, we put all the dhanya and we exchange it. That is also there, food grains. Then bella, jaggery. Dana of giving jaggery is very, it is prescribed by the scriptures. All this has come in the Yajurveda. This Yajurveda is full of do's and don'ts, karma kanda only it is. Completely, how to live life for a healthy materialistic life. And then silver. Silver dana you give, it pleases the pitrus. Silver dana is also built into our system. We give some silver during some occasions. For weddings, you give some things. And then when a child is born in the family, during Sankranti, Pongal, we go around giving silver, Krishna, something. So many things are there. And then salt dānaṁ also. Nobody takes salt dānaṁ, generally. But giving salt, it pleases Lord Rudra, it is said. There are some temples where you can go and put salt. No? Uppiliyappan, there is one temple in Tamil Nadu where you have to give salt. These are some of the things which are set in the Yajurveda. And there are Panchadānaṁ also. If you can't give 10, give 5. Lamp dana, and religious book. You know, during Vaikunta Samaradhana, if somebody has passed away in your house, on that day, last day, they give book of Vishnu Sahasranama,
I wanted to add in here, Purnima, that when somebody dies, dānaṁ is made for Brahmins.
How?
Like all the dānaṁs you mentioned, our history, but what kind of dānaṁ will it become? One haske kodtare, chapli kodtare, ella kodtare.
Adu pitrugalige anta, but it actually everything is for us only. For our own benefit, we have to give. But it is told that those dānaṁs will help the soul to pass happily through the Vaitarani Nadi. But it's all for our benefit only. Panchadānamalli, lamp, book, bell, gante, clothes, brass or copper vessel with water. All these dānaṁs you can give. So many.
One iron, this thing with oil in it.
Oil.
That man should see and give. So that all your papams will go away to the other man.
Correct. I know all these horrible things are said. I don't know the intention.
And chappal and umbrella.
Umbrella, chappal. That's all for travel. What all is needed for travel, those things are given. For a long travel. You know, you have to camp in the night also. That's why you have got a mattress also. Anyway, now everything you just give in Dakshina form. That is another thing. I have noticed among, in earlier times, that Dakshina we wouldn't give to that Purohit who came and did that puja for you. No, we used to be very, I remember, we used to be very sparingly you give that Dakshina to that fellow. But now, of course, everyone gives happily, they give Dakshina, not a problem.
No, in all the puja you do, you know, where is the crux? In the Dakshina. And you have to give it so with a big heart, and with a loving heart. When the Brahmin comes itself, we say, why should we give him so much money? People will spend. People will spend a lot of money on their clothes or everything. But when it comes to giving it to Brahmin, why? Why he is asking so much? That's
Mm.
how we think. But think of it. He lives only on this money. He cannot do any other profession.
Mm.
His role is such that
Mm.
he is supposed to get money only out of teaching or out of, doing this
Rituals.
puja.
Correct.
So this is the source of income.
Nirmala, that is true for any of it was the true when we were very few of us. Now the population is so much that there's a great demand for Brahmins. Not to worry, they have their source of income also.
And now they demand. Before they come itself, they demand.
It's better they give a rate card. That's better. No, why we will also not worry, and they should also not. No, there is no bargain over there. Anyway, but having said that, in the scriptures, it is said that a Brahmana should live only on dānaṁ. He should not demand. But for that, Papa, the recipients like us, we should also be very, charitable. We should also be selfless and we should be big-hearted, large-hearted. That's also there.
In Varanasi, the people who are doing this thing, they have been cursed. They've been pandas. They've been cursed to remain very poor.
Poor because they go on fleecing. They are like mosquitoes, leeches.
Not because of fleecing only. This thing itself is such that they will remain poor.
They'll remain poor, but it is good that we also get rid of whatever you just give and go. That's also there. Oh, lot of dānaṁ stuff we have spoken. Anyone wants to add a little more? We don't have time for Dhamma, which was Kamala's. Kamala has to.
Purnimaji, what is sattvic dana? Did we talk about that?
To give
everything else is sattvic besides that.
Sattvic is just you give without expectation, you give out of humility, you give with everything, all the good intention.
With Shraddha. You give it with humility. You give it without any expectation. You give it with an attitude of humility. That's very important.
Humility. You know that great example of Vivekananda, no? When he was in the West, in London, so a man came and gave him a check, pounds, some 100 pounds or something. He gave a check, take, anta. So Vivekananda said, what was the exact episode?
Rockefeller.
Rockefeller only.
Rockefeller. He said, you are rich, but you cannot give. So Rockefeller made a very big contribution and came and said, see, I can give. He said, why did you give? Because I told that you give. Otherwise, by yourself, you would have given.
Because I am receiving, I am the better person. I'm greater. You be grateful to me. That I'm, there's someone to receive.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
The receiver is greater
than the giver.
Suppose you refuse, what will you do? No. I might want to give everything, but if there is no taker, what will I do with all that? So many subtle layers are there, but at our level, we can just give happily, whatever we have. No need to go out of the way, isn't it? But when there's an occasion, when there's a chance, just give.
But think of it, when you give, you get a happy feeling.
You get happy feeling because
when you see the other
man, the sense of lack is not there in you.
No, the other man, when you see the joy in that other man, you said, Appa, you're so nice.
Suma wants to say something.
Yeah, when it comes to giving this dānaṁ, right, I have noticed like a lot of people, when it comes to temple thing, they'll just go forward and give a lot. But if they see like any other person suffering, even like lot of illness, they don't come forward. Sumne nodkond munde hogta irtare, but they don't come forward to give to on such.
The beggars and all who are sitting in front.
Yeah, beggars ಒಂದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ organization, or even like for a research or something, right? They don't come forward to give, but a lot of people when temple andre okay, they'll just go give. So I just observed
Probably,
that.
why do you think it happens? Probably because they don't.
With fear, maybe temple andre devradu kodbeku, fear that.
Yeah.
See, God is everywhere. You can see Sarvam Kalvidam Brahmasi in your research, like everything, but I don't know. I've seen a lot of people that with fear. Yeah.
See, there's a small story.
Mm.
One man, he argues with a fruit seller, and there is an old lady sitting there. He argues with her just for a rupee. And he uses bad words and all that, and she refuses to give and all that. That's what happens. And the next place he goes is to a 5-star hotel.
I know.
And in the 5-star hotel, they don't need the money he is giving, but he gives them with a big heart, $100.
Tips, yeah.
Misplaced. All our values are somehow misplaced, really.
So my daughter says, Amma, please don't argue with the vendors.
Correct.
The small vendors, just let them be. Just don't say, give me. For them, that 1 rupee is a big money. But for you, it is nothing.
True. Always.
But when you go to 5-star hotel, you tip them 20%.
Yeah, so that is like some dharma is there about each place, Nirmala. What to do? Yeah. Nice points. Anybody else want to pitch in, please? Shweta.
I think you guys covered everything, Purnimaji. I don't think there's anything, but at the end of the day, when I think of dana and all this, right? I renunciation is what I really think of is the monks, right? I know it's not directly a dana, but they renounce everything and go into
that is
monkhood.
tyaga, Shweta.
Tyaga, yeah.
This
There
is
you go.
just
That's
dana. This is for all
that
our. So that is for us, the people who are grihasthas in the material
that
world.
is true.
Dana is the thing. Okay. All right. I think we.
Yeah.
And next week, I'm not in town. So again, one more class will be skipping. Hopefully, Maharnavami, no problem, no? The next Saturday, some Ayat Puja and all shouldn't be a problem, no? 7 to 8 we can have class. Okay.
So October 12th, the next class, October 12th.
How? Next week is.
But people might be making some. People might be making some prasadam and all or something for the Mahanavami. Do people make?
I think we just put all our vehicles, we line up ayudhas, knives and all that, and we do aarti and we put the, that's what we do generally. Okay. But during Navratri, something little or other keeps happening, but it is not like elaborate function. I don't know about the others. That's what we do. All right. Then 5th, no class, unfortunately. To be frank, it felt this week when we didn't have class last week, it felt very, empty.
Yeah.
As if I didn't have a bath or something.
Anybody can hear one small story quickly?
Yes. Yes. Please.
So in Nataraja temple, there is a priest who is a little very evolved, and he is totally immersed in himself. So many a time he misses so many other things to do correctly and all. So all the priests say he's become useless, throw him out. So he's sent out of the village. At that time, one very lowly person takes care of him, gets him food and all that stuff. But he is immersed in God. And suddenly God comes in his vision and says, please, that Potan is there, give him mukti, he says. So immediately this, he comes in front of that fellow in Potan, in front of, go and ask that Umapati for your something. So he says, he goes and asks, somebody came and told me that I should ask to you. Then immediately this fellow understands it is God who has come. So he gives him something, he disappears.
Okay.
So everyone has some grudge against him. So they go and report it to the king, and the king himself comes and inquires, what did you do? You killed Potan? You ahwa kar diya? Kya kiya? What did you do? So he says, I gave him and he disappeared. So then the king says, okay, give the blessings to this cactus plant. And he gives also something to the cactus plant, and that also disappears. And then he becomes afraid, and the king says, okay, let's go in front of God and find out. He says, I'm not allowed to enter the temple. They have put a 144 against it. So he says, don't worry, you're coming along with me. Nobody will stop you. So he goes along with the king, and the whole village is behind them. They want to, crucify this Umapati.
Lynch mob
So,
is happening.
So they all come in between, and they are waiting for the king to, pass the thing that he should be beheaded. He has done something very bad. So they come in front of the Lord, and they're saying, is it true that he gave dana and immediately those two disappeared? And they do divaradhana and Deepa Aradhana, and suddenly near the god, this side is Potan, that side is a cactus plant.
They have been absorbed, merged. Moksha he has
And
given actually.
This shows that his intentions were pure, and the Lord wanted people to understand that Umapati is a great person.
Nice.
So he was reinstated into the temple, and he continues to do that immersive service to God.
Very beautiful. So it's very difficult to understand simplicity. Our minds are very complex, right? We don't recognize simplicity. That's the message I got from this story. Yeah. We want things to be such, then only we understand stuff. All right, people. See you all a fortnight from now. Oh, vasato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityormam amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Nanu Nanimbudu Nanalla. Ideha Manabuddhi Nanalla. Satchidananda Atma Shivananu Nane. Shivoham Shivoham Shivoham. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Krishnarpanamastu.